Hey everyone, I'm Evangeline right here at etrailer. Since every bike rack fits every car differently, today we're focusing in on the Thule T2 Pro bike rack and how it fits on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Now, the main thing here is that the T2 Pro is a popular bike rack because of its high weight capacity and premium features. But with the Nissan Rogue, it's also very popular because of how easy it is to install. So I'm going to install this real quick and then we'll go in on how this may fit you and your different bikes. A big thing about the T2 Pro XTR is that it has wheels attached to the bike rack, which makes it easy to roll around in your garage and roll up to your hitch receiver of your Nissan Rogue, bring it at an angle here, and then just tilt up and then into the hitch receiver. And from here, just push in until that auto pin of the rack fits into the hitch pin hole. Usually I don't show the installation, but in the case of if you have a Nissan Rogue and you want the Thule T2 Pro XTR bike rack, I would like to say that if you could get the furthest clearance hitch receiver you can get for your car, that would be wonderful. Because with our hitch receiver right now, we actually can't completely fold up the rack without the cradle making contact with the bumper. So in this video, you're gonna see this bike rack in the down position because that's what we have. Now, I have a recommended hitch that gives you a little bit more clearance, but if you need help finding the right hitch receiver for you, you can check out our different options here at etrailer. And if you want it installed on your Rogue, you can check out our dealer network locator as well to help you out. But once you have your bike rack installed and tightened down and even locked if you want to, then here's your bike rack. So you're gonna have a 60-pound per bike weight capacity. So if you have heavier bikes, then this will work for that. You have this front wheel hook that will secure to your bike. There's gonna be a lock at the end, and then you have this adjustable cradle. So let's load our bike up. Now I have my regular mountain bike here, and this fits nicely into where I have that cradle. I just bring this hook up and secure it to the front wheel. And then I go over to that rear cradle. I might need to push this up so it's centered over the tire. And from here, I can then bring the strap around into our ratcheting lever. I like this ratcheting lever because rather than pulling super tight, I can just lift up and then this will tighten down. You also have this little rubber strip here to protect the rims of your tires. And just like that, you can load up another bike the exact same way. You're ready to hit the road. Everything's all loaded and ready to go. So with this, you can see that there's zero frame contact. Since this holds your bike by the front and the rear wheel, if you have, let's say, a different type of frame that's trickier to attach to, or maybe you have a nice finish, no worries. This entire area is free and clear. And you also have the option of if you needed access into your hatch, you can just pull this lever at the end. This tilts down and the whole rack tilts away. So for the Rogue, you've got a decent cargo area here. Notice the clearance with the hatch door and your pedals and the handlebars. Plenty of clearance there. You can get in here, grab your helmets. If you're the type of person that likes to switch out your shoes before and after your ride, you can do all that too without having to take your bikes off. So the T2 Pro XTR is definitely designed for ease of use, just making it easy to load your bikes up, load your bike rack up, or grab whatever you need from your car. Now back to the Rogue. The Rogue and most of the hitches that fit on the Rogue sit a bit low to the ground, which means your bike rack is gonna sit low to the ground too. So let's get some measurements here. First is, talked about low to the ground, talk about ground clearance. So the end of the rack, where this little stopper here, that's 16 inches off the ground. Your wheels, those are gonna sit pretty low, and that's gonna be about 9 inches. So there is a decent rise from where your hitches then it goes up to where your bikes are. And that means you're less likely to bottom out when you're going over steep inclines. Just still be mindful if you have a really steep driveway and your bikes are fully loaded up, that this is when your car front goes up, the back goes down, and you want to make sure there's enough clearance there. The next measurement I like to go for is the length this adds to your Rogue. So measuring from that bumper to the end of the bike rack, that's going to be 34 inches. And that means if you have a small garage or need to park into a tight spot, that's going to be the extra length added to the back of your vehicle that you have to be mindful of. So whenever my friends ask me for bike rack recommendations, I always double check their vehicle and make sure that they have everything they need for their adventure, and it starts with a hitch, then the bike rack, and then the bike. So for the Nissan Rogue, you saw here in this video just the importance of having the right parts right away. And here at eTrailer, we love helping you out with that, making sure that you are ready for your journey from the very beginning. So if at any point in this video you weren't quite sure what you need or what measurements your vehicle has to help you out, give us a call, send us a message, and we'll help you out with getting your bikes to the trail. Now this right here is the Thule T2 Pro XTR, super popular bike rack, and with people that have a Nissan Rogue. So if this is the bike rack for you, you can find it right here at eTrailer.